All right. So this is my sport management field experience final presentation for spring of 2024. Organization roles and duties. For my internship, I was working with the organization of the Greater St. Louis Association of Umpires, which is an association that of umpires that umpire for Misha high school baseball games for high schools across the St. Louis area. So a little bit of the roles and duties. So from mid-January to like mid-March, we really did a lot of trainings for mechanics, for rules, just to kind of get ourselves prepped for the season. Then there were games from mid-March to now mid-May, with the playoffs starting once mid-May hits, kind of through June. So it's all for freshman JV varsity games throughout the St. Louis area. Some of the roles that we have to do is communicate with athletic directors slash partners 48 hours before the game. So just kind of confirm the game time, the game location, give them your contact info. So if there's rain um, and stuff like that, so that they can contact you for that. You want to contact your partner, know where you're parking, what time you're getting there, what car you each drive, so that you can park close to each other, and then who wants to do the plate and who's going to do the field. So kind of a pregame routine whenever you get there 45 minutes early, kind of just introduce each other, go over signs and signals that you both kind of do, and just really communicate any questions that you may have for each other so that you can prep yourself best for the game. And then whenever the game's over, you go back to your cars, undress. Both partners shouldn't leave until until they're both done and ready to leave, so that nothing happens. And then just kind of go over the game, kind of go over any feedback that you have for each other, any questions you may have for each other about any plays. If you have to write them up an ejection report, that's the time to do so before you leave the ballpark. So just things like that. So that's some of the roles and or duties in the organization that I was working for. So some of my goals going into this internship was to build a personal and professional connection with other umpires, attend as many trainings as possible to prepare for the season, and to work for as many games as possible, and to learn how to take that next step in my ultimate goal, which is becoming a professional umpire. Um, I would say I have achieved my goals pretty big time. I worked probably close to 30 high school games. Um, and as a rookie, I got to work some high level varsity games, which is very unheard of for rookies. Um, I have really advanced myself and my skills in the past couple of months. Have met some really great umpires and built some really good connections, and have learned a lot about what it's going to take to advance. Uh, I'm really excited about the future because I really feel like I learned a lot in this internship, in this experience, and I feel like I have a really good foundation built for my ultimate goal. I think I've accomplished more goals than I even thought I could going into this season, it was really a great experience. So I'm really excited for what the future is going to look like. What I learned and some of my takeaways. So I learned how to improve my mechanics, how to have better mechanics, how to act professionally and dress professionally, how to deal with coaches and players whenever there's arguments or whatever. Um, I learned about the little things make the difference between good and great umpires. If you really want to make that next step up to the upper leagues in college, whether it be Division 1, Division 2, or minor league baseball, just doing those little things right, the way you handle yourself, the way um, kind of get players going, you keep the pace of the game going. Those little things make that difference. So that's what I refer to as how to advance yourself to higher level games and leagues. But I also ultimately learned that umpires are human and make mistakes just like everyone else. And the best way to learn and become better umpires is just to learn from experience by doing games. Growth and younger self. This season I really improved a lot mechanically and professionally as an umpire. I learned a lot from veteran umpires, And I guess I would say to my younger self that my dream is possible, and I am well on my way to reaching my dream. Going into the season, I was kind of skeptical about working in high school baseball just because I'm younger, and how that appears to players and coaches. But I'm really glad I did it. And I would tell my younger self to not worry, um, to trust the process, and that it is possible for me to accomplish my dream. But it is going to take a lot of hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. And I'd also just tell myself, just don't be afraid of the new challenges and try something that hasn't been done. Not many people in the area, I would assume, are trying to become professional umpires. So I would tell myself to just do whatever I can to make it happen. And I'm well on my way to doing that, I would say. So advice to incoming students, say, don't be afraid to chase your dream, work hard and make the right connections and network. Current students, keep working hard. Don't be afraid to try new things. You can learn from every experience. And if you don't enjoy what you're kind of doing, don't be afraid to accept that, and find what you really enjoy doing. Because if you don't enjoy what you're doing, then you're not going to do as well on it. And then program of courses, advice for people in program of courses, just trust the process. Every assignment has its meaning. Work hard, complete your assignments, and be sure to communicate and meet with Dr. Baleska. You know, I'm just minoring in sport management, but uh, this, what I'm doing in sport management with trying to become a professional umpire, it's something that I've never, I mean, I've never done, but Dr. Baleska, uh, I was really fortunate. She was really willing to accept the challenge, because it's something that she's never had a student want to do. So I thought it was real cool that she was willing to accept that challenge, and let me have this opportunity to do this as an internship and help me connect with people and teach me things that are useful in the sport management world, but are also just as useful in the umpiring world. So just meet with Dr. Leska, explain your dreams and what you really want to do, and she's, no matter what, even if it's something new, she's very willing to work with you and going to try to make those dreams a reality. So I'm really thankful to her. Conclusion: this was an incredible experience. Helped me learn a lot about the world of umpiring. Really gave me a chance to advance my career. I'm much more advanced than many of these umpires were at my age. And I really look forward to the rest of my journey in umpiring and continuing this great season. So, yeah, that is my presentation.